Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Third Age Total War, Divide and Conquer here today on the channel. We're on version 4.5, we're playing as Isengard. This is episode 6. In today's video, we're going to be declaring war upon the people of Gondor, and hopefully we can have the Battle of Pelennor fields. The ring wraiths have made their way to the fields, and we're going to be able to attack them here today. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions for the series, and where you'd like me to expand and conquer. Feel free to leave a dislike as always. In the last episode, we managed to finish off Rohan. We had the downfall of Rohan. They've been destroyed, and now war's about to break out against Gondor. So this is what we currently occupy. Rohan, the West Folds, most of the west there's under our control. We're 56 turns into the Let's Play. We're still going for our short victory of conditions of 30 regions and destroying Rohan. We don't have to destroy Gondor, but I'm going to set it out and do so. So, let's fight this one. So, Hurin the Fearless and Orodil. Okay, so it looks like the garrison out of Minas Tirith is coming out. Okay, so we're going to have the Battle of Pelennor fields here. So if we are successful, we might be able to destroy the garrison inside. So we've also got reinforcements here with who's this? Oh, it's Grish there, the Fearless. That bloke. What about those legs? They don't need those. And Ogbar and a couple of others. So what have they got? Marauders, a couple of Haradrim, mostly Mordor orcs by the look of it, and a Nazgul. Alright, let's fight this one on the fields. We're literally going to be fighting the Battle of Pelennor fields on the outskirts of the city of Minas Tirith, with Rohan falling. Mordor is still very much trading with Gondor. Gondor probably, I don't know, it was kind of tough because it's been really back and forth from what we've seen in this series. 50 turns in, let me know. What usually happens in your campaign? Does Mordor or Gondor usually get conquered? Let me know in the comments. Okay. So, it's a winter day. We'll rally up all our archers. Now, it's going to be a little bit difficult with Gondor, because they have, if not the same or on par, infantry forces as we do. Rohan can't trade toe-to-toe infantry-wise, but Gondor certainly can. But if we're successful here today, if we could grab Minas Tirith for Isengard, how awesome would that be? But we'll just have to see how we go. And also, we are playing on Dax, so even if we do take Minas Tirith, it potentially there's probably potentially going to be army sporting. But there it is in the background. The White City. Minas Tirith in the distance. But we've managed to intercept an army trying to make its way back into the city. Lurks is coming in. And same with the armies of Mordor. But here's the Kingdom of Gondor's cavalry moving towards the centre. We have some Gondorian pikemen. Some of your stock standard spears. Archers further at the back. No Swan Knights or any crazy units, which is good. I love the look of Gondor. I think one of my I think Gondor armour is probably my favourite, definitely over the Númenórean, but the elves as well. I like the Rohan cavalry, but I think I like Gondor more than Rohan, if I'm being honest. Okay, so we're going to hold our front line here. We'll allow our crossbows and archers to take aim and loose. These guys are battle hardened and keen and ready to go after conquering Rohan. They're hungry for more men blood. So who's this coming in here? This is Lurtz, I would imagine. Yep. So this over here must be the Nazgul's army. Orcs, Haradrim as well. I like that there's actually Haradrim conscripts in there. So at the moment, Nothing's really going on between the front lines. They're sitting in their position. We might have to push up it a bit. Oh no, they are moving. They're just not in range. Now our raiders are. So, Mordor's done well, taking Eastern Osgiliath. And Calandros. If we can take Minas Tirith here today in the west, we'll be laughing. So they're slowly pushing up. We'll try and countercharge them with where we can. We do have skirmisher supremacy, so now they're in range. We should be able to whittle them down. There's still a lot more content of this Isengard campaign still to come. Gondor is definitely not going to give up easily. But with the combined might of Mordor and Isengard, the two towers, Saruman and Sauron, fighting together, we could have a good result. Gondorian cavalry pushing out to try and hit Lurtz's force, I imagine. Got to keep an eye on that far left flank. And it looks like the clouds have blotted out Minas Tirith. It's kind of fitting. Your city and its powers aren't here. Because you forget that, like, the gates were made out of mithril, I think they were? There was sort of, like, imbued stuff in the walls, wasn't there? Anyway. It's like with the statues at, like, Minas Ithil. Okay. Gondor cavalry charging. How fitting. Similar to Faramir, trying to retake Osgiliath. They're clashing upon our front line like water on rock. So we're playing on version 4.5. Can't recommend it enough. Especially the streamlined version, it's awesome. Okay, so they're now pulling back. They're fighting our Uruk bodyguard head to head. We've got about 3-4 stacks in operation now. And we're going to throw all of them at Gondor. We'll try and countercharge here. My cavalry kind of caught me flat-footed. Oh, nice little countercharge there. Nice little counter punch, uppercut. Baby. Right, let's try and swing that around there. Let's try and wrap around the back. Looks like Lurtz has come in. And hopefully the Nazgul and Mordor can come and help us out. Speaking of the One Ring, unfortunately it didn't really spawn near us. That's the thing, it's a little bit of an RNG, isn't it? Some campaigns you get it, some you don't. Keeping track of it, from what I can... Wasn't it in Bree the last couple episodes? Then it's like somehow made its way all the way up to the dwarfs. In Thorin's Halls. Yeah, Thorin's Halls. All the way like northwest. So there hasn't been a way to intercept it. Look, if it was in the Dunling territory, or maybe Lothlorien, Gondor, or Rohan, somewhere near us, like maybe a faction or town, I would have definitely closed the distance and try and nab it, because it's so worth getting Nazguls under your control. Okay. Now, there is a second Gondor army coming in, which is taking its time, but if we can quickly wrap up this first outer army, we're going to be laughing. We're going to have it the tide in our favour. But this is a massive battle. 10,000 men battle it out in Pelennor fields. It's quite massive, actually. I don't know if I like the snow overly too much, but it's quite fitting. Uruk-hai raiders clash with Gondorian spearmen. I kind of feel bad for Gondor, because they were probably like holding. That's what often happens. Rohan gets buggered, and then Gondor falls from the north. I'm trying to think, in my Rohan campaign that I did a couple of years ago, like my recent one, I think I had to go down and save Gondor. In my Gondor campaign, we were like quite aggressive and tenacious. We managed to take out Mordor really quickly. Okay, they're now pulling back. And before I played DCI Last Alliance, which is a good mod. I recommend it if you want to play a Lord of the Rings mod set in the Second Age, just after the fall of Numenor. And having... It's kind of cool because it's like you split into regions. Anyway, the reinforcements are making their way through. With lurks and probably Mordor probably going to be dealing with them more so, now that we've wrapped up this first army on the outskirts here. It's just a little bit unlucky because we caught them in transition. Especially with Calland or whatever it was called. Callan something. Calador is Warhammer 2 High Elves. It was Callan something, that territory that I've literally only pronounced once or only cared about. This instance. Yeah, Mordor took that. So now Mordor border us before Gondor. So, if we did have to attack that, it might have been a little bit different. The thing is, right, we've literally ambushed Gondor here. We've managed to strike Pelennor fields within like one tile, one attack. They probably weren't expecting such a cohesive, coordinated attack. Speaking about that, I need to reform my front line now to deal with this secondary army coming in. Move my archers up as well. Some of them are out of ammunition. The Beast Slayers mostly. I've been loving those Beast Slayers. They've been really awesome to us. We have lost some raiders and stuff on the way. Saruman's now... I'm going to do that constantly. Saruman is now a gold chevron general. How cool is that? The Mordor force is now pushing up. And Lurtz's army's probably going to engage some cavalry head on. Oh, why are... Oh, I guess they don't have ammunition. I was going to say, why are Uruk-hai archers charging Gondor cavalry head on? Oh, my god, insane. Well, come at you. We'll have some. Alright, not really too much I can do about that. Some Dunlend clansmen now moving up. And we're now moving to secure our front line. Once we get our archers, we'll put the pressure back on them. Okay. More Arnor Guard moving up. They're about to clash. The banners are Gondor and Mordor. But ever since they added Dol Amroth in, Gondor always gets severely weakened. Because they just lose that crucial port city. The amount of trade and prosperity and maritime commerce that flows through that does weaken them quite a bit. So, if we're successful here today, and we're going to win the first battle against that first army. That first army's absolutely cooked. We've managed to smash enough on them. It's just this secondary army. If we can clean up this secondary army, because it's been actually pulled out from Minas Tirith, we probably can take the city with impunity. Or we only have to fight the remaining forces in. So it might not be a full stack defense and siege of Minas Tirith, which is, I guess, good for me. We're doing the hard yards out in the fields. We drew them into a fighting match because Mordor pushed up. So then an army swung in and was like, okay, we need to do this. But then that army's gotten caught by us, so they had to come out and answer. Honestly, I'd decline the attack. I'd let that first army be destroyed. To be fair, they did have a lot of cavalry on us, and we are losing. Yeah, but they've got another army in the north. I don't know, it's just sort of hard, isn't it? This is make or break for Gondor. But the Uruk-hai are carving up and helping out in Pelennor fields. In the books, did that happen? I can't remember. 12 to 59. Oh my god, crikey, looking at those casualties. I'm sure Saruman, there was a couple Uruk-hai, because wasn't there when Sam rescued Frodo eventually when Shelob caught Frodo. Wasn't that fight between orcs and Uruk-hai? Anyway, we've got some southern lancers here. Oh, enemy general fallen. Hurin the Fearless. 10-star commander. But it's great to see we've got some Haradrim on the field. Some southern lancers. How cool is this? Bringing down the brave boys of Gondor with an orc host coming in. Yeah, the thing is with Mordor, they don't have the best quality of units until quite late. They can just absolutely spam them out. But Uruk-hai, Haradrim, and orcs battle in Pelennor fields. We're going to be able to fertilize the earth, let's say. Get some nice crops here. You would imagine this will be like a really good wheat field. Alright, we've managed to surround a lot of them. But you got to give it to Gondor. They're going to be fighting to the bitter end. And finishing off Gondor is going to be easier said than done, because it's quite a large territory, and if we get pulled in, the thing is, right, we should be able to take Minas Tirith now, but there's going to be a lot of fierce fighting in and around this area, along with Osgiliath. We'll try and push down to Pelegria and Tarnos, I can't even remember. It's just sort of when we get to that middle block with Dol Amroth, things could get complicated if they declare war upon me. So it's like, we should be able to take... it's going to be fierce fighting here. We'll have a little bit of a breather as we push west. Fierce fighting again, and then sort of towards the end. Those last lingering outposts tend to have some decent units. And when factions get destroyed, usually armies spawn as well. But you never know. There might be some more foreign interference in this. The Black Númenóreans. Maybe even the Haradrim faction. I don't think the Easterlings. They're too busy dealing with Dale and all those other factions to the north. Anyway, it's nearly like 99% in our favour now, so we might as well just speed things up a bit. Because we've managed to get victory. It's nearly GG. Oh, they've got some warband there as well. Look at that. Looks beautiful with Minas Tirith in the background. I kind of like the look of the Haradrim. They don't have any Mumakils. They don't have any Oliphants. Depending on who you ask. Would have loved to see a couple of them, but yeah, I don't know how they got those mercenary conscripts in, I guess. Yeah, maybe it's actually just mercenaries. That's how they got them. Because they shouldn't have access to them too much in their unit pool. I don't think we've been even relying on mercenaries that much. Except for like Dunling stuff that we can recruit from Isengard itself. Yeah, but we still haven't even made... It's going to take quite some time before we can make Edoras, Helm's Deep, an actual powerhouse of orc spawning, I guess. Orc Uruk-hai recruitment. We still get most of our military forces from Isengard. And... yeah, just sort of in and around that area. So it does take a little bit of a time to move everybody each up and around. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's too many of them got away. We have surrounded a couple of them here. But where are their generals? Where's Denethor? Where is Boromir, Faramir? We've managed to knock out 2 random generals. No one knows what the day shall bring. Him. Yeah. No one knows what the day shall bring him. I kind of like the quote. No one knows what the new day shall bring. Yeah. I liked it my way. Aragon. Captain at Helm's Deep. Oh, so they've actually made it like Legos. 5, 10. Oh well, doesn't matter. They're all gone anyway. Enemy camp sacked. So, yeah, we've managed to knock out 1, 2. So, right. Because we've... oh, who did we lose? Oh, Lungshag. Poor Lungshag. Forever young. Can't shag again. So we'll try and push for Minas Tirith now. Now, there's no one inside, so we're just going to have to push in. Oh, I kind of want to have the siege of Minas Tirith, though, but if we don't go in, Mordor's going to take it. I wanted to show you off it. Nah, we had the Battle of Pelennor Fields. That's unfortunate. We could have to defend. You never know. But it looks like we won't have the Siege of Minas Tirith in this series. We'll just have the Battle of Pelennor Fields, which is kind of different. I don't mind. Yeah, we have to push in and take it. Oh, I kind of want to let them take it, though. Nah, I can't afford Mordor or Gondor to retake it. So, we're going to just waltz into Minas Tirith. Oh, it burns. Lord Saruman, the sacker of Minas Tirith. No effects because he's max level now. Sweet. He's now called Saruman the Great, 32 years of age. The sacker of Minas Tirith. The conqueror of the Hornburg, the pillager of Edoras. My god. What a name. We'll build a shrine to Melkor here as well. Start that off and running. Because, like I said, it's going to take quite some time before we can make these good settlements actually, like, recruitable for us. So we'll push to Western Osgiliath now. Okay, so an army's come in. We'll retreat, but here's Faramir. Faramir is still holding Western Osgiliath. That poor guy. Well, we'll fall back. Where'd that army go? Okay. Gondor sets out to reclaim Minas Tirith. Fair enough. Nuz Dug. Bring you in, Dougie Doug. Now we're the largest faction again. Anorian overrun. The hordes of the Misty Mountain there. Oh, there's a full stack there being spawned to retake it. Alright, so that full stack's still in the north. 57 turns in. So, that Gondorian army's come up and we can get our reinforcements in. So now we have 4 full stacks in operation. So, we'll swing down and deal with you. There's still another one back to the north, so there's still 3 full stacks there. They've now fled back. I'll leave a unit in Minas Tirith, so move you here. Move Lurtz to the other pocket, and we'll hit this. Now, if Faramir comes out, we'll fight this one for the next episode. Yep, and if we do night attack, Saruman doesn't come in. We'll attack with Saruman. So, unfortunately on that note, guys, we're going to end on a bit of a cliffhanger here. We have the Battle of Osgiliath. In a backwards order. Minas Tirith fell before Osgiliath rather than vice versa. So, we'll fight this one at the start of the next, in episode 7 coming out soon. Isengard have the chance to capture the steward's heir, Faramir, because he's not a prince, is he? I was going to say he's going to say Prince Faramir, but no, he's a steward. So what's the heir for stewards? Little Stew. We have a chance to get Little Stew Faramir, take it out, and then we'll continue the conquest of Gondor. So stay tuned for more content on the channel. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already with the bell notification on. Let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the video. And feel free to leave a dislike. If you want to support the channel and follow me on my social media links, they are all linked in the description below. We've got the series playlist that you can access. You can also have a look at my gaming and recording equipment. If you want to get yourself some cheap games, check out the links. You can support me on Patreon if you want. Channel members are available. Use creator code SimpzyTotalWar on the Epic Games Store checkout to flick me a couple of bucks. We've got Twitter, Discord, merchandise, Facebook, Steam group, Instagram, Twitch, and Google Plus links all in the description below as well. But above all, guys, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. Goodbye.